Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Back once more with another daily live stream. I think we're at 103 now. I'm losing count constantly every single day. We have done this for so long now, but as always, it's another very good day for crypto and especially for Casper. Right now, we are in a crucially important position, a very bullish position right now, as Bitcoin, as we can see, is now encroaching onto another new all-time. I mean, it's making new all-time highs constantly right now, but now almost reaching 85k, which is a very big deal. We'll get into why in this stream, but more importantly, Casper, which, as Jay Honey mentioned in the chat, afternoon to you, my man, actually pleased to see we are bouncing around the 15 cents mark and not correct today. I completely agree. Right now we are consolidating and bouncing within this region between 14 to 15 cents right now, which is good to me. It's maybe a sign that Casper's now had its bearish momentum. It's now going to be consolidating around this zone before the next major announcement. We'll then hopefully start seeing Casper rally upwards. And with what's coming up for Casper right now, I think that we could see some significant developments very soon. We have a more TLDR put out from Evie, I believe her name is. Apologies if I have got that one. I mean, it's from Evie, from the KEF business director, who made a TLDR for what we spoke about in that Kasplex KEF AMA yesterday, which we spoke through briefly. We'll get into it more though now about everything that was covered, but more importantly about the new announcement from Kasplex, which is atomic swaps. Very big news. We've got more news as well regarding JP Morgan and their bullish prediction on crypto. The fact that there's some institutions that believe crypto will reach a $10 trillion market cap by the end of the bull cycle, which is something that I've mentioned in the past. And if that happens, that would be absolutely massive. And make no mistake, Casper, another crypto project, but Casper as well, it will go parabolic and soar much higher if we had a market cap of $10 trillion. To me, the amount of money going to be entered into space is unfathomable. So as always, if you enjoy these streams, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Casper, for good evening, my friend across the sea from me. Hope you are well. I'm great, my man. Hope you're doing well as well. Welcome back to the stream, my man, Delip. I can see Coinbase on Casper transaction start chart in Casperlytics. Was it there from the start? From the start, daily average transaction of 45k on Coinbase. I can neither confirm nor deny that, truth be told. So maybe it wasn't there, maybe it was. I don't know. The thing we do know regarding Coinbase so far, they are bullish on Casper. They have finally now started talking to Casper, thanks to Paul Grower and the KRI reaching out to Coinbase. So potentially it's just started as a result of that, which can be very bullish. What we are seeing right now for the third day in a row is Casper's trading volume at massively high levels. Earlier today it was still at 500 million. Now it's dropped down to 416 million, but even so, it's still absolutely massive. You can see at the bottom of the chart here, the level of growth we see in the volume for CoinMarketCap, on CoinMarketCap for Casper, surging up, going in the last 3 days, just going up higher and higher. It's had a bit of a correction today, but either way, the volume is still very high, which is good. A little bit of a tangent. I'm sure those who've been in the crypto space also heard recently of Binance listing 2 new meme tokens, being Peanut and Act. Of course, great for those communities. Those projects have soared massively in price. I've seen many people on their tunnels who've made millions from that, especially Act, because Act is an AI meme, but it's also, to my understanding, quite an unknown one. I mean, I didn't know of it. So seeing that is great, but also quite frustrating, because once more we're like, how can you list AI memes but not, or memes in general, but not Casper? And funnily enough, according to people who work for Binance, apparently both Peanut and At got listed on Binance without any offerings, if any ICOs, without paying them anything. They just got listed because they want to get listed, which to me is crazy, because you got Casper still. So maybe Binance have got their priorities wrong, who knows. Either way, we do seem to have some form of confirmation now that Binance are now looking to list Casper soon enough. We'll get into that as well in this stream. But ultimately right now, I think if the volume stays high, a listing will come very shortly. So we've got this extensive post here from Evie, of course, in Chinese, but it won't, hopefully it will be relatively accurate. But of course, Google can only do so much, but we've got the Google Translate version from the Chinese here to go into what exactly was talked about in this KEF AMA that happened a day or two ago, which of course is very big all in all. I think it's the recognition and understanding that most of us want in the community, because again, what drives the price of projects is FOMO, but what makes the project struggle is FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And there's been a lot of FUD, uncertainty in particular, around Casper as of late. Now that uncertainty is wavering, and therefore Casper is starting to rally alongside the rest of crypto projects and doing very, very well, in my opinion. Cypher, my man, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for their efforts for the daily stream and keeping the conversation positive. You're welcome, my man. Of course, I'm here to do my due diligence, and I mean, I think having a positive outlook is always the best thing to do, right? Of course, you can be upset and be wallowing or with, you know, Casper being down where it's at, but at the end of the day, you've got to look at it as Casper may be down, but is it out? If you think it's out, then, you know, you take the loss and you move on. But for me, Casper's not out. It never has been out. It's been down. It's been struggling. It's in the 12th round now, and it's now coming back fighting like Mike Tyson. It's about to rise higher than ever. The lip, you can check on Kasplytics. Let's look at Kasplytics real quick then. So go to Kasplytics here. You're telling me to see Coinbase. Whereabouts do I see Coinbase on Kasplytics? I'm guessing I go to Exchange Holdings. I mean, right now they're dipping off more and more. In fact, we can see if you go to the addresses right now, we're seeing a surge in addresses recently, all over from sharks to whales to dolphins. We're seeing the bigger addresses starting to buy more off the exchanges. The addresses right now going to almost 430,000, which is great, another new all-time high. And we can see that the top addresses, the exchanges, they're continuously losing more and more of their Casper, mainly because people are not actually buying Casper, which is great to see. So Gates losing, you know, is down 26 million Casper today. Mexi down 14.8 million. KuCoin, or at least one of their wallets, is down 2.7. Now, to me, again, we seem to believe that this wallet that's now number 2 here was KuCoin's, because, well, that's what we speculated, at least in the past, but the tag's gone now. But for me, this wallet is not losing any Casper. There is a KuCoin wallet that is losing Casper because people are buying it off the exchange, but this one's not losing any Casper right now. So to me, this must be either a massive holder or potentially an exchange that's not listed Casper yet, that's building up the allocation, preparing for a Casper listing, which of course right now is number 2 because Gate has been losing more and more because people are buying it off the exchange. Good morning, Orlando Wills. Good morning, brother. Finally here at the start of your stream. Welcome to the stream, my man. It's great to have you here. And yeah, ultimately we've got a lot of news to cover as always. Go to the full chart. Full chart. I might just be tweaking, my man. I'll be so for real. Active address. Transaction. Oh, there you go. Are you referring to this, the accepted transaction count, the Coinbase part here? Because if that's the case, then I can't. Can I zoom in on this? Not really, no. I cannot confirm nor deny if Coinbase was here beforehand. We can see it's the whole time. It's we can see it's been doing it for a long time, seemingly constantly. Transaction count of around 50k. So yeah, I mean, Lib, thank you very much for bringing this to my attention. Unfortunately, I don't have the information at hand to show if this is always the case or not. But here we can see on the accepted transaction count on Kasplytics right here, that we've seen spikes, of course, has happened. But Coinbase is right here. This blue line at the bottom here has always hovered around 40 to 50k every single day, you know, since 2023 apparently. I don't know if, seemingly it must have been here all the time. That's the case, but yeah, I'm not particularly sure if that was there from the start. I don't know, but it is interesting to see that nonetheless, because again, it showcases that Coinbase once more has been transacting Casper for a very long time in that case, and now they're finally starting to accept and talk to Casper and get a listing, or at least they're working towards a listing. We'd like to believe. We'll have to see where it goes from there. Anyways, before I answer more of the questions, let's have a quick look into this TLDR here from EV regarding the KEF and Casper. So the first of the 5 comments that was covered, or 4 comments that was covered from that 40-minute AMA, the first one was regarding the miners, the comments on whether the miners were selling. And the TLDR of this whole section here pretty much is there's a strong doubt that they're selling, because again, these miners were here from the very, very early days, and they have understood that the bull market is around the corner and it would not be wise to sell. I mean, we've seen right now Bitcoin is rallying like crazy. Why would the miners sell Kaspa at this current period of time when Bitcoin is nearing all-time highs at the time and now is making all-time highs every single day? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. So therefore, the speculation of the miners selling, why Kaspa price was down at the time, where it's still possible, the foundation KF seems to believe it's unlikely, which is a completely fair point to make. The next point, of course, was regarding the Binance Chinese and other developments on the exchanges. And they're ultimately just talking about the fact that in terms of progression with the coin listing, the main one we're obviously here for, the KR's letter to Coinbase has produced positive results. That's very good to hear. And ultimately also adding towards that Coinbase news. So while we were still waiting for Coinbase for a very, very long time now, KII's open letter to Coinbase in response to Brian Armstrong and received from Paul Grohr has had a very positive results, which is also thanks to all of us as well, which is great to see. So therefore, we can hope to see that Coinbase will start actively taking part and want to list Kaspa in due time. This is big and probably a main driver for the price action, which also is covered here in a more TLDR version of this whole write-up here, which is there is news that Kraken will list Kaspa this month. I'll say that again. There is news that Kraken will list Kaspa this month. Now, of course, we have heard this time and time and time again. Kraken are the king of blueballing us in the community. You know, so why? When we get Kraken, again, it's really, really tough to say. It really is. But seemingly, we will get it very, very soon. At least I'd like to believe we get it very, very soon. And we can see right now, again, the KF stated here that the news that happened this month. It's been on the roadmap for a very, very long time. It's been about 2 months since they announced it in their roadmap. So therefore, you'd like to believe that it will happen this month. And if that's the case, then that will, in my opinion, cause Kaspa to go through quite a parabolic run. And it would be poetic, if you will, because once more, November has always been a very bullish month for Kaspa. Right now, it is bullish. Right now, it's bullish. Right now, in November, starting right here, we are currently up about 33%, which is not bad at all, considering it had such a bad run for a long time. But November's always been a very bullish month for Kaspa. So if Kraken lists Kaspa this month, that would therefore result and continue that bullish momentum. We can hopefully see Kaspa. Well, in fact, if we see Kraken listing, again, not financial advice, but I strongly believe we will see Kaspa surpass its all-time high of 20 cents and start making a rally towards 25, maybe even 30 cents. We'll have to wait and see. It depends on also how high Bitcoin, because right now Bitcoin, again, it is going parabolic, and that's also all happened in the span of what, a week? Trump got elected on the 5th. It's not even been a week yet. And we've seen Bitcoin go from 67k up to 85k, a 25% rise in Bitcoin. The biggest and most volatile asset in this market. That is a huge, huge deal, a very big deal. And of course, with Bitcoin keeps rising higher and higher, then crypto will follow in suit. And yes, Kraken's listing will be big for Kaspa, and I'm sure soon after you'll see the likes of Binance and the Coinbase and the OKXs as well. Gemini, Crypto.com, you name it. At the same time, we are actually dealing with certain exchanges unfavorable remarks about the price of Kaspa. So, to give a rundown of what I interpret this to mean, Kraken should hopefully list Kaspa this month. Of course, until we get the official announcement, we'll have to wait and see, because they're constantly blueballing us. But in regards to other exchanges, certain exchanges, which I'm sure this is referencing the likes of Binance, the likes of Coinbase, the likes of OKX, dealing with their unfavorable remarks about the price of Kaspa, ultimately they're referring to the fact that because Kaspa has no TVL, no total value locked, there's nothing to really ascertain how good Kaspa is in a weird sense. So what they want to see is the community doing very, very well. So what they want to see is high volume, which right now with Kaspa, we have been seeing that going parabolic in the past 3 days or so. If it continues in this fashion, which we can only pray it will, we can hopefully then see the exchanges start to acknowledge that Kaspa's doing very, very well and continue in that fashion. Again, I mentioned in my stream yesterday, there'll also be keeping their eyes on the likes of Bybit being the other quote-unquote tier 1 that Kaspa has. And if Bybit has high volume with Kaspa continuously, they'll deem that as a positive sign for them to list the project, because they know tier 1 adoption with Kaspa is very much relevant. So that's regarding the listing, that's of course very, very big. We have one coming this month potentially, being Kraken, and more to be coming soon enough after that. And although negotiations with other exchanges have been going on for several months, there's no definitive results that have been reached just yet. Understandable, of course. Regarding the Mexi withdrawals, they are in a neutral position. They don't want to comment about it. I've mentioned that in my previous stream as well. The key is considering listings. The key to consider listing a coin on a primary exchange in the project's TVL, but Kaspa currently has no TVL in its strict sense. Therefore, the trading volume performance of mainstream exchanges is what's important. That's what we're waiting for right now. That's also why I've been saying why I believe that Kaspa is rallying the way it is and doing so well and has such high volume, because the community now has realised, oh, tier 1s are not listing Kaspa because we've been holding it on Tangent and not doing anything with it and just been ignoring it and going to meme tokens, which again, completely fair enough. We're straight with Kaspa. But now realise, okay, so we actually start trading on exchanges and actually going into Kaspa more so and has high volume. These tier 1s will deem that's a good thing and then want to list the project. The next part is also talking about the ecological questions and construction even, but the KS are never endorsed or provided financial support to KDAO or Kaspa bot, which is a whole other ordeal in itself, because there's a lot of FUD surrounding Kaspa bot right now for the fact they charge 5% fines, or not fines, trading fees, if you're using Kaspa bot to buy tokens. And also, they also were talking about change, which, is only considered to be semi-centralized. Again, it's some information I provide in my free Discord server, so go check it out for yourself. I'm not going to get into it in too much detail, at least not right now. I might come back to it later on right now. But for me, the ones that are important is the listings, the Kasplex atomic swaps, and so on and so forth. And something else that was also highlighted in that extensive post, you can see in a much more formatted structure here, shorter structure here, is that there will be a new wallet coming to Kaspa in the next 4 to 6 weeks, so by the end of this year. So that is really, really cool. Very, very cool. A DEX is in the works for Kaspa. We got a new wallet coming very, very shortly, and hopefully there will be a Kraken listing this month, which again will be very, very big for November. This month is going to be bullish for Kaspa, I predict, and hope we will see much higher highs following that. And again, as I mentioned earlier, pretty much everyone now is actively taking the money off the exchanges by buying it off the exchanges and storing it elsewhere. The exchanges are losing more and more money because the community are now buying Kaspa, which is great to see. And here we go from Oyson Lee, the CoinPal CEO, who's part of the Kasplex community, the venture of Kasplex. Kasplex Atomic Swaps has deployed on testnet 10. Anyone could develop its marketplace easily from now on. This is very, very, very big news. So the indexer supporting atomic swaps functionality has been deployed to the testnet 10. This version introduced 2 new opcodes, list and send. Comprehensive documentation will be available in a few days. Anyone can use them to create decentralized marketplace. This is the first step, one of the key factors towards Kaspa creating its own DEX. This is a very, very big deal. Very, very bullish news. Very bullish news indeed. Kasplex KRC20 Atomic Swaps feature is now deployed on testnet 10. Atomic Swaps features allows for decentralized peer-to-peer marketplace trading, meaning P2P trading without the need for seller and to send tokens to the marketplace wallet for offer listing. All in due time, we will see Kaspa explode in value as the developments continue in this fashion. That is what I like to believe. We're seeing much better things with Kaspa continuous every single day, and the Atomic Swaps is just one of many announcements coming to Kaspa very, very shortly. Again, wallets. We've got a Ghost wallet. Will be Ghost wallet, which is a wallet that's coming to Kaspa. I think this is one that is going to be. I'm not sure developed by Kaspa itself. I'm not sure just yet, but you've got Ghost wallet here, another seemingly Kaspa wallet. We'll be the first open source wallet for Kaspa and KRC20 tokens. And why is it such a big deal being open source? Well, there are currently 2 wallets on the market supporting KRC20 tokens, which is Kasbot and Kasware. Kaspa bot is a Telegram wallet which stores everyone's private keys on the server, which no one really wants. Of course, you want to be decentralized. Anyone's wallet could become compromised by the devs or malicious actors, bad actors. And Kaspa wallet is closed source, meaning that nobody can audit their code to verify what they are doing with your private keys. But Ghost Wallet, that is coming out, will be an open source before launching on the Chrome extension store. Anyone with basic programming skills can read our TypeScript code on GitHub and see that we are not storing private keys on any server. I want to believe, again, I'll find out more so in due time, I want to believe that Ghost Wallet is the wallet that is being supported by Kaspa. Right now we can see that they're being followed by the likes of Elperor, Crypto Galaxy, Bert. So some big names, of course, if you see them followed by the likes of Kasplex and Kaspa, I'll have even more belief in this. Be the way, that is a good thing to hear. There's an open source coming to Kaspa once more, a new wallet. Again, more ways to store Kaspa. And here we got once more another attention counter to users. If you're on the hunt for low-fee marketplace solutions, check out Caspino. Caspino is currently offering a general 20% share fee, a fee share. For users who sign up through our referral link, the support has been super helpful for projects like ours. We've got a mobile sneak peek alert here for Caspino. All I'm seeing right now, constantly through my timeline, is just more and more developments, more and more source of information suggesting that while Kaspa's price may be down for a while, during the whole period, they were building. And that is what we want to see with Kaspa. They've been building time and time again, very, very slowly. And of course, we're waiting for the listings, but the listings will come as long as you keep building. And Kaspa is doing their due diligence, they're doing their job with that, and we're seeing more and more developments coming out. Gold's getting more listings on CoinEx now, as well as on Bitconomy as well. And I think that's another one that happened very recently as well. If I check my Discord server where Cody put it in, it's on Ascend EX. So again, 3 listings happened just today with Gold. So Gold has had a massive surge in listings recently. Of course, Chaos50 tokens are still not doing great right now because all the adoption is back with Kaspa. But either way, I still believe the project will do well in due time. You can see right now, again, Conan, 1.6 million 24-hour trading volume with a $5.7 million market cap, 3,000 holders. Kango, $1.4 million 24-hour trading volume, $8.3 million market cap, 2.1 holders. Nacho is still doing very well. The volume actually starting to grow a little bit again, which is great to see. Caspi, equally, not doing too badly. Bert, I think Bert's got a big thing coming through it as well regarding Bert's going to be listed on Bitmart tomorrow at 9 AM UTC. You also got Bruce on XT Exchange happening on November 12th at 10 AM UTC, so tomorrow at 10 AM, and also on Bitconomy soon. So you're seeing Bert and their launchpad also bringing more adoption to the community, which is great to see all in all. And I think that's why Bert has a good chance to do quite well in this run because of all the extra they're doing to it as well. They're not just a meme token, they're also making their own launchpad and doing much more with it. They're creating a community, which is what's really important. With a meme token in particular, you want community, but you also want cult-like incentive. And Bert is trying to create that cult-like incentive. And you've got a Kaspa community behind you. All of us here are Kaspa Max. We believe in Kaspa. Therefore, if anything, we're the biggest cult there is right now, or one of them. Because despite what happened with Kaspa, despite the FUD, we believed in Kaspa and continue to believe in Kaspa. And that's why, despite all the corrective behavior, we stuck to our guns. And Kaspa now, hopefully a lot of us are either already or soon to be reaping the benefits of Kaspa's now seemingly price reversal and bullish momentum. SXCH, which has been trading for a few days on CoinMarketCap, looks promising. Have you checked that out? So I'm mentioning something else than Kaspa, and that's all right, John. Again, as much as Kaspa is the main thing we focus about here, we're also just trying here to learn about crypto in general. Kaspa is the main one, but again, you can mention any projects you want. If I think it's decent, I'll look at it. I'll state my opinion on it. Right now, $1.4 million market cap, so it's a very, very small project. It's got 4.1 million 24-hour trading volume. If we look at the all-time chart, it's been launched for a few months now. It's come down quite considerably. So it's had a decent run recently, but it's very, very far down. It's on PancakeSwap, BitGet, Mexi. So it's got a lack of exchanges. And what the token is about, we can see that it is the world's first eco-friendly cryptocurrency miner powered by the sun. I mean, that's great to hear, ultimately, because crypto mining, as we know from Kaspa, is a really, really cool thing. I can't say from the looks of it so far that I think it's going to be a massive project. You know, I mean, obviously the token is an ERC20 EVM compatible fork from Ethereum. This, again, my knowledge in it is lackluster. From the looks of it, doesn't look like a bad project. But again, it's not something that me personally right now I'd invest into. Of course, you want to get into them early. That's all the point of investing, to make the most of your gains, like you can say with Kaspa. But it being such a very, very small project, very, very early, and also not having the adoption it needs right now. It's got the two ones that I would actually notably use would be Mexi or BitGet. I wouldn't probably use the other ones personally. So you see more listings of this project for it to be worth getting my attention. But yes, in the past week or so, it has had a very decent run. Up 188%. So if you are invested into Solar X, then yeah, I mean, congratulations on making the bags that you did get in around here. Hopefully you make your money from it, but I'm personally not going to get into it right now. My personal opinion. Bitcoin is hungry. Yes, Adam Bates, Bitcoin is very hungry right now. MicroStrategy bought another 27.2 thousand Bitcoin, which is worth $2 billion worth of Bitcoin very, very recently. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF does 1 billion trading volume in just the first 35 minutes, which is insane. And $709 million of leveraged crypto positions were liquidated as Bitcoin surged above 81k, which is also very, very big. But more importantly, the next strong level of resistance for Bitcoin, which could be a crucial time, is $85,000, as 1.29 billion shorts will get liquidated if Bitcoin surpasses this level. Bitcoin is not far off. Bitcoin, if we check it out here, Bitcoin touched the 85,000k. It touched it, and it's come back. We trace a little bit. If it continues in this fashion, though, we will see $1.29 billion liquidated from the market, which would be that level of resistance will therefore explode, and we see Bitcoin possibly rally quite quickly towards 90k following that. So that is another very, very big deal. Bitcoin is gearing up, going higher and higher. Institutions are gagging for crypto right now, and that's quite evident when you look at all this other news as well. Ripple partner Standard Chartered, who is a UK bank, they stated on the back of Donald Trump becoming the president of the United States, the crypto market cap could balloon to $10 trillion by 2026, or by the end of the crypto bull run. That is huge, huge news. Should this come to fruition again, it's not financial advice, and also you've got to take what you hear at your own discretion, a grain of salt, because remember, these are institutions, they have their own agenda. They might say an outlandish market cap to then try and take from the top and then completely make you lose your money. But if this is the case and it comes to fruition, again, that is massive, massive news. Crypto right now is at a $2.84 trillion market cap. That was at 2.25 like a week ago, and it's already close to 3. People said at the end of this year we see a $5 trillion market cap. This is how quickly, again, this space can grow. How quickly it can grow. We've got more proof of that here once more with JP Morgan here. They now project that tokenization's market potential could hit $30 trillion by 2027. 30 trillion. Do you know how insane that is? Because right now there's only 2 to 3 billion currently tokenized on public blockchain. So we can see it surge from 2 to 3 billion right now to 30 trillion in the span of 2 to 3 years. 14 million percentile growth in just 2 years is absolutely insane. Once more, just highlighting the element of we are early. We are very, very early with crypto. Ridiculously early. Illegally early, if you will. JP Morgan is actively stating to people that this tokenization market cap, the blockchain space is going to explode in this cycle. And from there on out as well, it can go higher and higher. JP Morgan on blockchain as we head into 2025, they're bullish on digital assets into 2025. JP Morgan's advice on ISA 2022 is don't wait until 2025. We're investing into ISA 2022. And in 2024, big banks like JP Morgan are tapping into blockchain's potential to enhance business operations for money transfers. JP Morgan are actually being bullish time and time again on crypto. Again, what I hear from Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan, I take it for a grain of salt, because again, much as they're one of the big Wall Street banks, they have their own agendas, right? They're going to probably manipulate stuff here and there, but at the end of the day, we are seeing continuously, time and time again, them actively talking about crypto, bullish on crypto. This is why I am bullish on crypto, why I hold crypto, why I, again, I create a Discord server where I talk about other things, not just Kaspa. Of course, Kaspa's the biggest one, but I'll talk about everything else as well, because I believe in the growth of this space. And it's not just me as well. Everyone, institutions, everyone's actually talking about this space and where it's going to go from here. And for me, Kaspa is a diamond in the rough, an absolute gem that's going to steal a lot of liquidity from the massive projects because of what it is, because of what it can do already and what it will become in the very near future. I'll come back to some more of this in a moment, but I'm sure I have to answer some questions. Why is Kaspa not picking up the rally from Bitcoin? What's your opinion? I mean, Kaspa has proved itself throughout all of the bear cycle to not really follow in Bitcoin's footsteps. You know, it is definitely rallying. I mean, right now everything is kind of following Bitcoin to an extent. If we do the Kaspa versus Bitcoin right now, Kaspa is currently outperforming Bitcoin. Even now, it's still outperforming Bitcoin. Why is it tweaking? Okay. I love trading views sometimes, you know. We can see right now, Kaspa's currently 40% above Bitcoin, on outperforming Bitcoin. I would say that Kaspa right now is not surging, but again, Kaspa, for what it is not a meme token. It's a utility token, and is needing the adoption still. Again, it's lack of adoption. That's why Kaspa's not exploding. But again, with what potentially is going to be coming in this month, we can see Kaspa's adoption and price explode very quickly. Hopefully, therefore surpassing the next major milestone, which would be 1 billion 24-hour trading volume for Kaspa. Kaspa does what it wants to do. Exactly. Kaspa doesn't care about anything else. It's just chilling. Kaspa just chilling all the time. Good morning, bigger bag of welcome back to the stream. Jay Honey, I mine and don't sell. Fill up my bags. Make the most of when it pumps. Yeah. Again, that's what the KF and Evie were saying here, that the sentiment that people and miners are selling is, you know, probably a skewed understanding from the community of trying to make an understanding of why Kaspa is dumping. Kaspa is dumping probably because of exchanges or whatever it may be, manipulation, sure, but it's not the miners necessarily selling, because they know what's going to happen with crypto and Kaspa in this cycle. So why they sell when they're sitting on a gold mine and they're mining a gold mine, you know? Isn't that the Coinbase, not the company, as in Coinbase, where they got their name from? Again, full disclosure, I actually don't know. I'm sure there are people in the community who might know more about this than me. I actually had never paid attention to this chart before. I normally just look through the Kas-Fi, the Kas-20 tokens, the dashboard, the wallet addresses. That tend to what I normally look at, and I look at analytics from time to time when normally looking at the exchange holdings. But or the hash. Well, even though I used to look for the hash rate, but now I don't look at the hash rate. The hash rate I use 2 miners, so I don't use Kasplex that much right now. So I'm not particularly sure what this the Coinbase thing is in reference to. But if people do know, again, let me know, because this information that I'm sure will be very helpful for me and everyone else in the community to know what it's about. Owl or Ale, welcome back to the stream, my man. DD, hello, Kas fam. I know some who must be scratching their heads this morning. Patience and the reward will follow. Yes, sure. Again, not going to state names because I'm not here for the beef, you know. Yeah, sure. I'm sure you did, Nadehar. I'm sure you were very excited. You did say you were edging every single day until Kaspa reached 20 cents. So I'm sure it's going to be a relief, a massive relief for you when Kaspa does reach that price target, especially if Kraken does list Kaspa this month. What do you think of the upcoming Ghost Wallet for Kas-20 and Kaspa? Looks like it's coming soon, and tangible Kas-20 integration. Again, I looked at it very briefly here. And, you know, this looks, from what they're saying, again, again, I want to see big, like, named Kaspa accounts following them. Of course, Bert is great. And of course, all the people here that I follow, I trust to an extent. So I'm happy about that. But I want to, I mean, also Kaspa in particular, I'm very happy about Kaspa, him following them, but I want to see the likes of the KF or the likes of Kaspa or one of the bigger names following them, if possible, to give me more conviction in what this project is. But either way, them stating they're the first open source wallet is a good thing for Kaspa, because again, we know not your crypto, but also we want to have security. And Kaspa who stored it on private key, is a cause for concern. And Kaspa, where you can't even check it out, it equally is lack of transparency, which is a cause for concern. So if it goes to open source and actually does a good job, then it could, potentially take a lot of the holdings from these other two wallets, because again, it's people in the crypto in general. People in general should be caring about the element of decentralization, but people mainly just want to make money in this space. But Kaspa, us holders in particular, we care about the element of open source, transparency, and decentralization. So therefore, we want to see this sort of stuff again. Ghost Wallet does look quite cool from this so far, and equally this Caspino here also looks interesting as well. So I'm looking forward to see. I mean, again, more wallets to come out, more ways. Again, as long as they're reliable, make sure you do your own research. It's a good thing to see for Kaspa. We're seeing more and more wallets coming out. The volume right now again is going parabolic, and this is still without the likes of Coinbase or Kraken or Binance or OKX. I'm sure they're incoming very soon, but we're seeing volumes of up to over half a billion 24-hour trading volume without the top tier exchanges. That to me is revolutionary. It's groundbreaking, and also I've noticed what's going to happen with Kaspa when you get 10 BPS as well happening in 3-4 months time. Nuts. And this is one reason also why I believe in Kaspa once more, because Kaspa's network already is very, very strong. There can be congestion with it when it's overly used, but 10 BPS will hopefully solve a lot of those issues, if not all of them. And there was an announcement a while back when the Solana network was having issues because of high transactions. Kaspa will have much less, if none, of these issues because of what it is, because of the technology and how quick it is, and because it's decentralized. It's more scalable than most, if not all, projects in this space currently, and will be the most scalable in the near future with 10 BPS. And it's going to be decentralized as well, and therefore more secure. This is why, once more, I'm very, very bullish on Kaspa, and I'm sure the KRI are doing their due diligence to get Kaspa's name out there to the world, crypto-wise and also traditional finance. To everyone to understand that right now people are using for what I understand right now, most people are using Ethereum because it's currently the biggest chain in the world. Solana's right now making a strong name for itself, but right now Ethereum is still the biggest one in the world. But I'm sure I've seen people start to jump to Solana a little bit more, and when other projects get their ETFs and get their clarity, they'll probably see them jump around, and you'll see multiple chains being used. But in due time, when Kaspa gets that adoption it needs, the developments it needs, 10 BPS, smart contract, Dagnite, I strongly believe that many projects, from institutions to just regular crypto devs, will start jumping onto Kaspa as their ideal chain of choice or block DAG of choice because of what Kaspa is, because of where it's going to go. And Kaspa, again, this adoption is going to continue growing more and more. Shout out to my Australian audience who, in just a week or two from now, November 23rd, 24th, you're going to see in Sydney, Son Polinsky, Shai, Wolfie, Chad, Luke, JW, all at the Australian Crypto Conference or convention. So that is, again, very, very cool. I want to hear my American audience, in particular, like the Leroy, if you're here, my man. I hear if you did go to it, what it's about. I want to hear. Obviously, I'll be hearing stuff through Twitter, I'm sure, but I want to see your actual in-person experience about it. If there was one in the UK, I'd attend that straight away. But unfortunately, not be one in the UK to my knowledge just yet. But there should be one hopefully very, very soon. I want to go and attend it because I want to see how the community actually interacts with each other. I'm sure we are massive supportive of each other, which is again very, very good to see. So we're seeing Kaspa again, just adoption growing more and more and more. We're seeing developments happening all over the space regarding the atomic swaps, which for me is groundbreaking, revolutionary. Make no mistake of that. We're seeing the volume still going higher and higher. The adoption growing more and more with the addresses now, again, near 530,000 addresses. And we are seeing the hash rate. We had a massive drip off yesterday, seemingly, but the hash rate, again, recovering once more, staying high. So Kaspa's adoption is continuing to grow, and I'm sure if the volume can stay in the way it is right now, we'll see a listing soon enough. We'll circle back to that in just a moment, but again, looking at questions. Kaspa building a base right now. Yeah, from the looks of it, Kaspa are building a DEX right now. That's also probably why we've seen the likes of atomic swap feature now come out, because again, the atomic swap feature is going to be a crucial aspect to. So you can see here, look. So now let's see who will be the first to launch the DEX on Kaspa. After this here, Anel Pro, who's a very knowledgeable member in the community, says that this feature is for decentralized marketplace. For DEX, another feature is needed, which is also in the roadmap. So we are going to be seeing, hopefully, a lot of stuff coming very, very shortly. Again, this is the first step towards seeing the Kaspa DEX coming out, which is very, very good. Hopefully, it will come out very, very shortly. A new wallet from Kaspa's coming out by the end of this year, should hopefully be very, very cool as well. But of course, the one that everyone's waiting for the price actually to really do. This is all this stuff again. The DEX coming out, the wallets coming out, the 10 BTS coming out. It's all great for Kaspa, fantastic for Kaspa. That's the building blocks we want to see. But what majority of the community wants right now, I'm happy with the former. But what people want right now is price action. Therefore, what we want is the latter, being the exchange listings. And exchange listings apparently will seeing some big ones happening this month. Kraken may hopefully finally be coming this month, and seemingly other ones will be following in suit very well. Coinbase again has produced some very positive results so far, and other exchanges seemingly they are waiting for more volume for Kaspa, higher trading volume from mainstream exchanges, because Kaspa has no TVL to give them their conviction therefore to list Kaspa. So again, very, very good to see all in all, and I'm glad that Kaspa's finally getting this level of adoption that it needs. It's been a very tough 3 months for us Kaspa holders, I'm sure. I know Nadehart's been crying for a long, long time in the past 3 months about Kaspa. But hopefully things are going to start finally turning around. We got a lot incoming for Kaspa, and listings will just be those stepping stones, those necessary stepping stones, but stepping stones needed to see Kaspa's price rise higher and higher. Nadehart, what's up, my man? Just joined the chat. I missed your earlier mention about the Ghost Wallet. Because the Galaxy is working with them on the Ghost Wallet. Okay, well that's interesting to know. I had a feeling it was him because we saw that Crypto Galaxy was following them, but also because I did see clips of a stream of his where he was mentioning about building his own wallet. So I mean that's cool. But again, yeah, if it's truly an open source wallet and it's to be trusted, then yeah, it's great to see. It's very, very good to see. Might not get exchange listings until January, until Trump is in the White House. Genza and certain politicians might need still suppress crypto. That's good. Also, very, very possible. I think at this point though, with where it's going, I think multiple exchanges are going to start having a bit more conviction, a bit more cojones about them, because they strongly believe, and in my opinion rightly so, that with what's happening in the space right now, that these anti-crypto individuals are due to be laid off, sacked, removed, and as a result therefore you'll probably start seeing the exchanges start to be more active in their move. Some of the exchanges again probably are still waiting for the SEC to be reformed, but I think I do want to believe, again, just something that I want to believe is that Kraken will list Kaspa this month, if not before the end of this year. I think the likes of the other exchanges will probably be waiting till Trump takes office, if not till end of Q1 2025. You see 10 BPS. Obviously, the earlier the better for us. Actually, you know what? Low key no, because I want to buy more cheap Kaspa. So actually, the later the better for me. I want to buy more cheap Kaspa while I can. So, but either way, we'll see it in due time. I'm very, very confident of that much. But I would make no mistake, when Trump gets into office, which is on the 20th of January, and you get reforming of the SEC probably very shortly after that, plus all other politicians who be suppressing crypto probably having to be forced to take a more back seat and just accept it, we'll start seeing some significant developments. Trump taking office and SEC being reformed are the two big catalysts for crypto and for Bitcoin. And one reason why Bitcoin is running again, because Wall Street understand what's going to happen with crypto now. With Trump now in power, they know that Bitcoin's only going to rise higher and higher. When Trump takes office, it'll probably go up further from there. In crypto, the Coinbase is the content of the input of a generation transaction. So in crypto, the Coinbase is the content of the input of the generation transaction. Okay, interesting. So it's not Coinbase Exchange then. It's just the input of the generation transaction. Okay, interesting to know. Again, thank you very much, Adam Baseman, for the information. Imagine if Casper takes 2 to 4% of Bitcoin market cap, even more than we don't know. Cardano's 8 billion last cycle, Bitcoin 1.3 trillion. Yeah, I mean, I think Casper does have a decent chance of ascertaining at least 1% of Bitcoin's total market cap, which at the rate it's going, I suspect we could see maybe a 4. If Bitcoin does reach, if crypto does reach the alleged 10 trillion, Bitcoin, which currently takes over 50% of the total market cap, Bitcoin could therefore potentially be worth 5 trillion or so. So therefore, Casper would be worth 500 billion. I believe my math is correct there. Yeah. If Bitcoin is worth, no, am I tweaking? I probably am tweaking. If Bitcoin is worth 5 trillion, then it's 50 billion. 50 billion, yeah. Yes, it's 50 billion. Okay, just making sure. Apologies. Yeah, so yeah, if Bitcoin does reach a $5 trillion market cap, which I believe it could do, and Casper reaches just 1% of that, that would be a $50 billion market cap, which again is where I believe Casper will reach at the bare minimum. And I think Casper could reach, again, 2 to 4%, I think is possible. So therefore, Casper has a chance to therefore reach potential numbers of $100+ billion market cap, which again would be above Cardano's. So again, I do truly think that Casper can still go much, much higher. It's the fact that people obviously struggle to believe that right now because Casper's had such a struggle for the past 3 months. But once more, as the last 2 days have shown us with Bitcoin, but also with Casper, how quickly this space can change. And there's not been any no groundbreaking announcement from Casper themselves. We've got some now in regards to the KF giving some clarity to the space about what's happening. But there'll be nothing that's been nothing like an exchange that's been confirmed for Casper just yet. So in that regard, then nothing happened just yet. If we get Kraken announce Casper, best believe Casper will go more parabolic. But right now, we're just seeing Casper doing a massive number without any major announcement. With major announcement, we'll see Casper go even further. So in that regard, once more, yeah, I think we can see crypto, Bitcoin, Casper, these other crypto projects start to rally in this cycle as institutional adoption is here in full force. Again, JP Morgan, very, very bullish on crypto in general and where we're going to go, believing that we can see this market in the next 3 years have a 14 million % growth in 2-3 years in tokenization, which is huge. And it's also a market that Casper will be tapping into in due time. And this is slightly off topic, but also something that I've mentioned in passing in previous streams. This post here from the Daily Hold. Bank of America is bracing for $800 million loss as investigators probe Bank of America, JP Morgan, Chase, and Wells Fargo alleged refusal to reimburse customers. Now, this, should this be the case, would be disastrous, of course. Very, very bad. And this, to me, is more likely to be true than not, considering that not that long ago, again, if you've been watching my streams for a while, you would know that Warren Buffett has been selling his Bank of America stocks. He's been laying them off time and time again. So potentially because, again, he has insider information, he knows that there could be some disaster coming into these people very, very soon. And again, this would also coincide with the ideology that I have that when this crisis does happen, it will be surrounding the banking sector, which will be the excuse needed for the global elites to then incorporate CBDCs and push for blockchain and crypto to the forefront of the financial system, whilst letting the banks take the fall for it. At least most of the major banks. Of course, the big bank, the likes of Bank of America, JP Morgan, they'll be bailed out. But the smaller bank branches, they'll probably just be completely reduced to ash. But it's also, again, it's kind of the thought process that I had about yes, we could potentially see some crisis on the horizon, but this sort of stuff I don't think will happen until latter half, if not end, if not after the bull cycle. I think right now the next few months will be insane for all of us, and I'm very much looking forward to where crypto's going to go from here. We can still do 80 billion. Yeah, I think we can do 80 billion. I still, again, believe we could do 100. Be very, very good. How far from Wolfie's Bar are you? I have not looked into it. I'll actually, you know what? I'm sure I'd make sure part of the Discord server, so I'll do a little bit of a look into Wolfie's Bar and put it in there and say how far I am from there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm if it's in Central, then I'm probably a good like few hours away from there because I don't live in Central. Let's imagine Bitcoin 3 trillion even more, 5%, 150 billion. Did I get my maths completely wrong? If Bitcoin is... Wait, have I actually got that wrong? Oh, no, actually, no, I didn't get that wrong. No, I didn't get it wrong. Okay, no, apologies. Yeah, I'm if Bitcoin 3 trillion even more, 5%, 150 billion, and for me, it's low. It all depends on the exposure of Kaspa. Yeah, I mean, for me, again, Bitcoin reaching 3 trillion, I think is a guarantee. It's already at 1.6, and people are saying 150k Bitcoin is like their minimum target. That would be 3 trillion. And people are now saying potentially a $8 or $10 trillion total market cap of crypto, and Bitcoin tends to take up over 50% of that. So if it reaches 8 trillion, that's a 4 trillion Bitcoin. If it reaches 10 trillion, that's a 5 trillion Bitcoin, or at least that. And Kaspa, I think, will be a project that, with the adoption and tier 1 listings and the growth in 10 BPS and smart contracts and everything else, will take up probably at least 2%, well, at least 1%, potentially 2%, if not more so, of Bitcoin's total market cap, and therefore will be worth 50 billion. At least I want to aim 50 billion at the minimum for Kaspa, therefore $2 minimum for Kaspa in this cycle. And in 4 is my average, 7 is like my hopeful, and of course 10 is the unicorn number. At least that's my personal prediction, again, not financial advice. Again, you have to make sure you do your own research in this space. But yeah, again, that is currently where I'm at with Kaspa. Bitcoin's doing insane right now, very, very well. And I think there's a lot. I think this week, as I mentioned in my stream, in my free Discord server earlier, when I made the announcement about the incoming stream, I said that it's going to be a huge week, I think, for crypto right now. We can see Bitcoin again doing some incredible rallying, and I want to believe again, if it breaks past this 85k, probably breaks past it, we'll see a lot more liquidation. We'll see Bitcoin start running even further. Bitcoin being up anything over 5% on a daily is insane, and it's still rallying. It's still going higher and higher, and we're going to start seeing these sort of developments continue as more of Wall Street get involved, as the SEC start to crumble more so, and more institutions start listing their ETFs, with institutional adoption coming in. Because right now we've got the likes of BlackRock, we've got the likes of Bitwise, we've got the likes of Grayscale, who are all offering ETFs who want to get into crypto. 21 Shares, you know the names, or you should know the names at least. There are a lot of institutions, likes of Bank of America and JP Morgan and them lot, unlike Wells Fargo, them lot, who want to start custody and again hold a crypto, who have been gate blocked by the SEC. They've been stopped, but they want to get into crypto. They do. When you see the SEC reformed, not just you'll see, people get back into it again. You'll see you see wave 2 institutional adoption come here in full force. Something also very important to note that I was informed by a mate of mine earlier today, whilst I was doing my research as well, is that Coinbase trading is over $300 for the first time since November 2021. What happened in November 2021, you ask? November 2021, we saw Bitcoin at all-time highs. So Coinbase is trading over $300 for the first time since here. And guess what? Retail is still not back yet. I showcased it in my previous streams. I'll try and see if I can find it if I scroll through. I should go through my Discord server. I'm sure I can find it in my Discord server. Retail. This one here. Yeah. Perfect post for me here. You can see Coinbase here, App Store ranking. In March of this year was number 20. And right, obviously this is a bit outdated now, considering that it's on the 29th of October and now we sit on the 11th of November. But more recently, when Bitcoin was near all-time highs, around here, we saw Bitcoin's app ranking, or crypto Coinbase's app ranking was at 482. So retail's still not back yet, nowhere near, and Coinbase is now trading over $300 for the first time since its all-time high last cycle. So with retail coming back, it's going to trade so much higher. We're going to see the money flow. The money flow to the space is something that I'm trying to reiterate this, but I can't put enough words. There's not enough words in the language for me to reiterate how much money is going to come to this space, because no one truly knows. It's really, really hard to understand how much money is going to come to the space. I mentioned this earlier in a previous stream once more, that we're in a period of time where the growth that we're going to see is going to be similar to that of the internet, if not, it's already outdoing what we've seen in the growth of the internet. I'll see if I've retweeted this. If not, I'm going to try and find it. But what we're seeing, I'll see if I can try and find it. If not, I know where I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Have you seen? Yes, the value and wealth creation that will come from the blockchain revolution will dwarf the internet, and it begins 2025 next year. This is, again, how early we are with crypto is an understatement, but how early we are with Kaspa is just that. Is that icing on top for me? Like for me, it blows my mind how Kaspa has not got tier ones. How people still seemingly are unaware of Kaspa, or they're waiting for tier one before they list it because they don't want to believe in it. I'm like, crypto right now is in a position where it's really, really early. Retail's not back yet. Institutions are pushing Bitcoin higher and higher. Institutions are constantly publishing documentation stating that, you know, we're in a position where crypto is going to outdo the internet, and we've got a massive growth here for massive growth incoming, and people are not aware of Kaspa yet at 15.3 cents. Like the growth for Kaspa and crypto is insane, and I cannot wait to see where it'll go from here. DD, people resist but will adopt the world of crypto tech advances, and normies will follow. This time it's like Nokia 3210 handing over to smartphones. Yeah, you know what? It is like that. It's the revolution right now, where you saw news from newspapers go to the internet. You saw phones go from Nokia to Apple smartphones. You're now seeing money going from dollars and fiat and pounds to digital dollars and fiat and pounds. But more importantly, then you have assets that have utility that be used underneath these chains. The likes of XRP's one's been talked about. Ones like Ethereum's been used at some parts, Solana again, but ones that will be used, which will be big, are the likes of Kaspa. Kaspa, of course, needs to really rally in price to, you know, still have the supply about to really, you know, work. Because again, if it ends up being used on a sort of global scale, Kaspa being at a value of what, $100, even though there's quite a fair amount of supply of Kaspa, or to 28.7 billion, you know, if we are seeing literal trillions of money trillions of dollars flood into this space in the next 2 years, if Kaspa's at $100 and there's going to be, if Kaspa's at $100 and there's only 28 billion, that's 208 billion, 280 billion. That's not enough Kaspa to ascertain the wealth of the globe. Of course, Kaspa's not going to be the only asset, and it's still very, very early. It's not going to happen anytime soon. But point being is, in due time, Kaspa price is going to have to go higher and higher to help support the application of the new world currency, or the new monetary system. So again, that's why I envision Kaspa as the next step for Bitcoin, to be this asset where it should be worth thousands and not tens of thousands in like 30, 40 years time. That's how I view Kaspa, as a very long-term investment. Wolfie's Bar is just south of the Thames, near Surrey Quay Tube Station, opposite the Isles. Oh, is it there? Okay, yeah, I'm probably about, if I take the tube, or even the overground train, if I go to Moor to take the tube, I'm probably about an hour and a half away from them, maybe an hour and 40 away from them. I'm not that far, actually. Check the like for his work, and yeah, both DD and Buff Link keeping us reminded that if you enjoy these streams, be doing these daily, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. I've been there on many trips into London for work. You know what? Next time I go into London, which I imagine I'll probably be up there a little bit more recently, because again, full work benefits, I'll see if I can swing by, because I would love to see Wolfie's Bar. If he's there, I might even say hi to him. That'd be great. Be careful with downloading the Ghost wallet, because the Galaxy is also making a wallet named Ghost. There'll be 2 of them. Yeah, Bufflink is completely correct again. Be very, very careful when it comes to these tokens again, or anything in this space. Obviously, Crypto Galaxy is a very well-known name in the Kaspa space, so him making a wallet is quite good for the community, but you got to keep in mind that there will probably be other people trying to take advantage of that, and will making wallets to try and copy and mimic his. that will just be scams. So be very, very careful once more. If you want to know what will be scams, because I'm sure my community are going to be very, very on top of it, when the wallet comes out, we'll obviously be showcasing the wallet and the link to it. But more importantly, the ones that are scams, we will also be highlighting that, because we have a scam channel in a Discord server as well, where anything that does seem a bit fishy or not to be trusted, we put it in there, and just keep everyone posted on what to and not to trust, to the best of our ability, of course. But that being said, that will be it for the stream today. Thank you everyone once again for watching. Hopefully, very hopefully, we'll see Kraken finally pull the finger out and come very, very soon. I trust Tangent, not Ghost. I mean, yeah, Tangent is just Tangent. Everyone trusts Tangent. You have to trust Tangent. I mean, Ghost might be a good thing for the community, but again, it's up to the decision if you want to use it or not. But yeah, hopefully we get a Kraken listing this month. Hopefully we see Binance and Coinbase and OKX pull their finger out and come very, very soon. And hopefully we'll see what happens in the near future with a new wallet coming out, a DEX in the works, see what more features are going to come out for the KRC20, atomic swaps are here, and just ultimately where Bitcoin and crypto is about to go in the days and weeks to come. The peak is 10 trillion. So, you know, the sky's the limit. That's what I believe in. And that's why I still choose to invest into Kaspa and crypto, and still choose to fill my bags. I've not filled my bags recently with Kaspa. My current ideology, my ideal is that if Kappa continues to rally, I'll probably buy some more if it gets here. Otherwise, then, if Kappa continues to consolidate around here, fine. If it comes down a little bit to here, I'll probably buy here. But right now, I'm just holding and waiting. Because, I mean, I'm happy with my bags now. I was happy down here, buying more, but now I'm happy that I see a higher P&L, you know. But either way, if it goes down, I'll buy more. We know the deal. What's up, Poker? Say anything more about the stream, my man, although it is about to end, so the Kappa followers are they've gone into hiding, they're hibernating now. They'll come back out when Kappa corrects again, even though I have a tier 1 listing by that point. For a moment, my Nacho stock on for the moment, my Nacho is stored on CoinEx. One key is a good classic one. Yeah, I mean, once Tangent comes out, I'm sure that'd be the ideal place to store your KRC20 tokens as well. But with that being said, catch you all tomorrow, same time, hopefully, which is 4 PM UTC. Join the stream again, leave a like, share, subscribe for more. If you want to know about crypto, check out my free Discord server, and yeah.